Mastering reported speech. Should, ought to, and had better. Hello, language enthusiasts. Welcome to another exciting lesson in our series, Intermediate English Grammar. Today, we are going to dive deep into the world of reported speech, focusing on modal verbs like should, ought to, and had better. This will help you accurately report someone's advice or recommendation in English. So, let's get started. First things first, let's clear up what we mean by reported speech. This is also known as indirect speech. It's a way of retelling, or reporting, what someone else has said. Unlike direct speech, where we quote the speaker's exact words, reported speech involves putting the speaker's original words into our own words. Example: direct speech. Bob says, "I should go to the gym." Reported speech. Bob says that he should go to the gym. See how we've changed the structure a bit, but the meaning remains the same? That's the beauty of reported speech. Now, let's discuss how to report using modal verbs like should, ought to, and had better. These verbs are usually used to give advice or make recommendations. When reporting speech that contains these modal verbs, the modals often stay the same. However, other parts of the sentence may need changing to keep the correct context, particularly when dealing with tense or person. Example: direct speech. Alice says, "You ought to study for the test." Reported speech. Alice says that I ought to study for the test. Here, you has changed to I to keep the context clear, but ought to remains the same. Keep in mind, when reporting spoken advice or suggestions, the modal verbs should, ought to, and had better typically do not change tense like other verbs might in reported speech. They are modal because they express a mood or attitude, not a specific time. Example: direct speech. My trainer said, "You had better eat healthier." Reported speech. My trainer said that I had better eat healthier. Even though the advice was given in the past, had better stays the same in the reported speech because the advice still applies now. And that's it for this lesson. We've learned about reported speech and how to report advice or recommendations using should, ought to, and had better. With some practice, you'll be reporting speech with ease in no time. Remember, English learning is a journey. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and you'll see progress. See you in the next lesson.